Corners of music. So it's Greenz Music to the World on Saturday mornings from 10 a.m. to 12 noon on GBN with the music icon himself, Mr. Eugene Gittens. See you then.
Yes, good morning, Grenada. Good morning. Give me a minute here and we get going. Yeah. Good morning, Grenada, and welcome to Greenz Music to the World, showcasing the diversity of Grenada's talent. Today, we've got a great show lined up for you. We have in the house Sabrina Francis. We also have a young artist who is on the journey rhythm, goes by the name of Jace. He is here. We should also be joined by Shauna McMayo. You've heard her before. We have played her before. She is also on that new rhythm to hit Grenada. And so that's what the lineup looks like today. And of course, you know, artists are always passing through. We have to be, of course, very careful. We're in COVID times. But this show is for artists, is for musicians, is for people involved in the music industry. So we welcome them at any time. Okay, so we will start things off with a video by the man called Mac. I think his name is, let's see. He is Nick Mac, and we'll start with his video today. A little prayer to start everything out.
Nick Mac on the rhythm, with a message for the ghetto youths. Yeah, never give no man more than John, never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. John, never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, John never feel I yet. In a me yard, you know, me forward in the most high, am me guide and shield. And when me broke dusty and do have no meal, Yahweh provide for me. And when things nice and splendid, I man still I give thanks and praises. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. Jah Jah will never desert you as long as you put your faith in him. He will protect you. Like David with the sling and the stone, and Thompson with the donkey jawbone. Yeah. Jah never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. Jah never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Jah never feel I yet. In a me yard, you know, and me forward in the most high, am me guide and shield. And when me broke dusty and do have no meal, Yahweh provide for me. And when things nice and splendid, I man still I give thanks and praises. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. Jah Jah will never desert you as long as you put your faith in him. He will protect you. Like David with the sling and the stone, and Thompson with the donkey jawbone. Yeah. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. John never give no man more than he can bear. Hard days is only a phase. Every dark cloud shall fade away. So just hold the faith and don't forget to pray. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Jah never fail I yet. In a me yard in out and me forward in the most high am me guide and shield. All when me broke dusty and don't have no meal, Yahweh provide for me. And when things nice and splendid, I man still I give thanks and praises.
Yeah, Jah never give us more than we can bear. The man Nick Mack there. And, we want to just remember and keep in our prayers St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we're here again to support you as much as you can. We have really no idea. We can just imagine what it must be like. We've seen the images. We've heard the people. And, again, we are with you in any way that we can help. Let's hear from the King Man himself, King Man Ajamo. And a little more prayers to start the show. We've got this one by Ajamo, his latest release. It's called Take Time to Pray, the man Ajamo.
Guide our footsteps, oh Father, protect us from the fire. All over the world is burning, we need spiritual healing. Guide our footsteps, oh Jaja, protect us from the fire. All over the world is burning, prophecy fulfilling. Caution my people in everything you do, because the eyes of the beholder is looking at you. You know it's not the minute but the hour man shall come. So take some time to make soul preparation, cause if you look at this world today, you will see that man has gone astray. There seems to be no love in this world again. Every day is like we fight in war. It makes my heart so sad, it's a burning shame. I don't know what we fighting for, good Lord. It's like the place gone mad. But if we continue, what will be our reward? While I live for today, I'm gonna take some time to pray. The things I can now accomplish, I wouldn't leave for another day. Cause in this world of confusion, nobody knows for sure if they will see the sunrise on the horizon tomorrow. So each and every day, I'll take some time to pray, Lord. Fire burning. Can't trust your shadow, you may end up dead tomorrow. Every shadow is a gun. When the gunshot call, it could be your own neighbor, your daughter, your son. Don't take this life for granted, cause any day could be your last day. Before you go to sleep, don't forget to pray, cause we are living in this crazy world where disease of all kind is taking their toll. Nobody knows what's waiting behind the door, so you just cannot take no chance. Don't hesitate to put your knees to the floor and pray for his guidance. Code red, the situation dread. The messenger said, danger lies ahead. So while you live for today, You better take some time to pray. The things you can now accomplish, please don't wait for another day. Cause in this world full of confusion, nobody knows for sure if they will see the sunrise on the horizon tomorrow. So each and every day, take a little time to pray, Lord. Guide our footsteps, oh Father, lead us away from the fire, oh Lord. Guide our footsteps, oh Jaja.
Oh Jaja, the man Ajamo. And of course, we've got in the studio at this time, we've got royalty, Miss Sabrina Francis. We'll be talking to her in a little while. But this week we saw the verdict come down on the George Floyd, well, not his child, the other guy who, did what he did. Put his knees on George Floyd's neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds. And, justice was served this week. Guilty on all counts. And, never doubt your eyes. What you see is what it is. Believe your eyes, and common sense will always prevail over nonsense, really and truly, because there's some things that could never be justified and could never be defended. So we want to take you back to Sammy G. He's a Grenadian. You met him last week, Grenadian out there in New York, who has been doing a lot on this kind of on this issue of Black Lives Matter. And we're going to play his track one more time. I know we've played it for the past couple of weeks, but we're going to play it one more time today in remembrance of George Floyd. It's called I Don't Know Why, Sammy G from out of New York.
Yeah, Sammy G. Yeah, hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma one time from the Ra. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. And I don't know why. We've been victimized, not a surprise, but Black Lives Matter. You criminalizing the blackness, but Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Let us live. Excessive heat is escalated than it's ever been. Extra victims on the screen, example Ferguson. Plot to extinct, generation X is what I seen. Little Kiki executed before 17. George Floyd, Michael Brown, Sean Bell, Trayvon Martin, Ahmaud Arbery, Eric Garner, Breonna Taylor, Donji Hamilton. Executed like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King. And that explains why Shannon Miles couldn't let go of the pen. Repercussions, no excuses will be costly. The kill Charles got Durant, like you got Cosby. And middle pipe got him shot, they say he lost it. 50 years ago was kingdom, we exhausted. Expensive dwell, but we excel because of excellence. Experience starvation, except he wasn't land. I hate emancipation, except for what it meant. An ex don't expect reparation from the government. Why? We've been victimized, not a surprise, but Black Lives Matter. You criminalizing the blackness, but Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Let us live. Emmanuel Church down south gets a third talk. We might as well live in hell or walk in the park. The support made him rich, it got so many stacks. Dylan Roof shot like 9 and they all was black. In this verse, I'm cursed about Stephen Clark. The autopsy showed precisely though it was so dark. Those images so disturbing make a fire spark. And shorty wasn't armed, they gave him 8, 6 in the back. In Marjorie Douglas High, 17 kids got shot. They say that Nick was insane, that's why he attacked. Florida got love for guns and I ain't talking Glocks. All homie got mail a lot, you should see the stacks. Alton Sterling, he got murdered, let me tell you that. Baton Rouge, dirty cops who be kicking rocks. Shot and restrained at close range, nigga, that's a fact. Black Louisiana not safe. We've been victimized, not a surprise, but Black Lives Matter. You criminalizing the blackness, but Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Let us live.
we are human when the justice in the air we breathe. So if it's on, go to jail for more than selling weed. Same crime, different time, and now I succeed. How you got a better job, you can't even read. Fight for freedom, I'm not do it till my body bleed. And take heed, straight bullets if the war proceed. In the streets it's getting hotter, that's a fact indeed. To see that everybody getting dread, I got the lead. Wooden houses, plenty cars and clothes, agreed. We're gonna see a better day, that's a guarantee. We've been oppressed, still the best built a pyramid. More standing and upstanding on every creed. When we march, so much legs like a centipede. And when we breed, greatness in every seed. Powerful Black Panthers, we must succeed in order that our ancestors did for us to do it for the kids. Why? We've been victimized, not a surprise, but Black Lives Matter. You criminalizing the blackness, but Black Lives Matter. Yeah, and they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Let us live. And I don't know why. We've been victimized, not a surprise, but Black Lives Matter. You criminalizing the blackness, but Black Lives Matter.
We gotta get it right.
Yeah, and they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Hey, they were living through the trauma. Let us live.
We gotta know why.
Yeah, Grenadian Sammy G out there in New York. I Don't Know Why is the name of that track. And, call up a friend, tell them that Greenz Music is on. It's a show that showcases the variety of Grenadian talent. Sabrina's laughing at me. Yes. Again, where are we available? We are available on GBN TV. That's channels 7, 11, and 20 on cable. K105, that's 105.5 FM and 105.9 FM, depending on where you are in Grenada. Hot FM, 98.5 and 98.7. The GBN Facebook page and YouTube channels, and also gbn.gd. Right? So you can find us, and I want you to find us because we are about to talk to Sabrina Francis. Before we speak to her, though, we're gonna play her video. Probably one of her most popular videos. It's called "This Is Home." Sabrina Francis.
So much to see. Every corner I turn, there's something there to remind me of my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's the sound that's ever
This is home.
Yeah.
And we've got her. Let's make sure we've got to say something, Sabrina.
Hello, thank you for having me. Love the shirt.
You love the shirt, eh? Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, I get all my shirts from right here in Grenada. I never like to. I feel let's keep the money home, you know. Let's keep the money home rather than just, you know,
That's good.
ordering stuff. So I get all my clothes, all my shirts from Grenada. A place actually at the Spiceland Mall called Natural Cool at the Spiceland Mall. They got great shirts, great men and women's clothes. So that's I recommend them. Just tell them I sent you. Anyway, Sabrina, good morning. Good morning. We've just heard This Is Home.
Yeah.
One of your very, very popular songs.
Yeah, listening. It's always weird listening to it now. It seems like a lifetime ago. But people I still meet people who've never heard it before. So there are times when I perform and there's always somebody who's hearing it for the first time, and it's good to see the reactions all the time.
That's so surprising that people would have never heard it before. Yeah. So that song has been adopted by the Grenada Board of Tourism, is that right?
Yes.
Tourism, what do they call it now? Grenada Tourism Authority, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did it for the first time at a dinghy concert that Dieter had. You know, we used to have the shows out on the water.
Right.
The band would play on the sea.
Right.
And I think they heard it and wanted to, as you say, adopt it for the rebranding of Grenada to Pure Grenada. From Spice Isle.
Spice Isle. Yeah. So, you are originally from Medeas, St. Patrick.
Yes.
Yeah? Where did you start singing? You started up there?
Yeah, well, I started at home. I sing, me and my sister sang all the time. My mom sang calypso, I always say, Lady Empress back in the day. Later on, she kind of moved into church, Mom, but I was never a huge singer in the church. I was always shy. So I really started singing in about 2014. I was invited to do like a guest appearance with a gospel band, and then it kind of flowed from there.
You know, I'll tell you a little story, share something with you about your mom, who I know very well.
Nice.
So your mom took part in, when I used to do talent search, your mom took part in one of those shows. And I'll never forget, after that show, I got a call from a family member of mine. His name is Dr. Bernard Gittins. And he knows music, you know, he knows music. And he called me the next day and he said, Eugene, he said, that woman who sang, and he was referring to your mother, Lady Empress, right? That was it.
Yeah.
He said, that woman has something special in her voice. He says, if there's anybody you need to work with, it's that lady. That, you know, she said, that lady's got, and you know, you've got it, Sabrina.
Well,
that's what you got.
Whatever it is.
That special, unique voice. You know, and that's what
I got it from her. I got it from her.
And that's what it's all about in music, is to come with something unique. And your mom certainly had it, and I hear it in you as well.
Yeah, she used to write a lot of strange. I mean, she did calypso. I think it wasn't a typical kind of calypso. It was very different, and I don't think Grenada was ready for it at the time.
Yeah.
But at home, she also did a lot of poetry, and like she listened to a lot of jazz and wrote a lot of very unique songs. And that style of writing is kind of what I copy today when I write my songs.
Right. And I'm sure Grenadians will remember her very popular Christmas song. It was West Indian Carol, I think it was.
Yes, Jonathan Francis did a cover for it, I believe, last year.
Yes.
So it's really amazing that probably he wasn't even born yet when the song was released, and now he's doing covers of it. So that it says something, and I feel good about it.
Sure. So, you've recently done a collaboration with other Caribbean artists.
Yes.
For the OECS. Tell us about that.
Well, thanks to the OECS Commission, I was given the opportunity to perform on a song or collaborate on a song called More Than Just Islands. And it's really about the condition of our seas, our ocean right now, the Caribbean seas. And we pollute it quite a bit. So the song is kind of like to admonish people to please do better with our seas. It's all we have. It's everything. And so, you know, you had people like Skinny Banton on there and Ricardo, Drew, and people like those on there. So,
Bohinson.
Yes.
Bohinson and others.
You know him.
Yeah.
Good. So, yeah, that was what that is about. More than just islands, you know?
Nice.
It's a good vibe. And it's positive. And kind of what we need right now.
Well, you know, I should mention, you know, through Greenz Music to the World, we have another collaboration with Grenadian artists coming up on another OECS project.
Yeah.
This is their campaign for St. Vincent. Pretty soon you'll be hearing Stronger Together with Crave and Vaughan and Crave on that.
Nice.
So making the connections, Green Music to the World.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. So why don't we hear that song by you? What's the name of the song? More Than Just Islands?
More Than Just Islands.
So let's hear More Than Just Islands, Sabrina Francis and many Caribbean artists across the Caribbean.
Yes.
On this special song, valuing our ocean life and not polluting and these types of important issues. So let's hear that now.
More than just islands, we're one ocean nation, all beautiful emeralds set in one sea.
More than just islands, one blue ecosystem, each shimmering jewel made so wondrously.
Why wouldn't we care?
One Caribbean sea, we all belong here. One Caribbean sea, loving and living and raising our children to cherish the land so far birth.
Why wouldn't we care?
One Caribbean sea,
We all belong here.
one Caribbean sea.
And we will endure if we can just secure our treasures of blue sky and surf.
Hey family, this is Tedison John. If it's on land, it will end up in the ocean. And for every fish that chokes on our waste, someone's livelihood dies too. Some say, please stop marine pollution.
For many islands, familiar connections, sharing resources, one economy. More than just islands, a civilization of history and culture and shared destiny.
Why wouldn't we care? One Caribbean sea, we all belong here. One economy,
Making future sense of our present tense. We're giving it all we are worth. Our moment is here.
one Caribbean sea,
Values we all hold dear.
economy.
Love and glory, the joys of our journey will surely inspire the earth.
Yo, this is Skinny Fabulous. Check this for a second. When your plastics, engine oil, factory waste, and fertilizer runoff end up in the sea, that's a real bad vibe. Trust me. Gotta cut it out. We all have to stop that. And that's the memo right there.
Why wouldn't we care?
One Caribbean sea
Can prosper right here.
Caribbean
By giving it all we are worth.
by cherishing the lands of our birth. Why wouldn't we care?
One Caribbean sea,
For the oceans we share,
one economy.
painting this picture and framing our future. We're giving it all we are.
Hey OECS, this is Mikkel Henderson. This song is real, just like our ocean. Think ahead, act now. Stop littering the land and protect our sea. Your garbage, your house, your garage, your factory, your move. It's that simple.
We're keepers of ocean and earth.
We're giving it all we are worth.
Cherish the lands of our birth.
One Caribbean sea,
Our treasures of blue sky and sun.
one blue economy. One Caribbean sea.
Caribbean Sea, one blue economy. We've got to protect our environment. Sabrina, I see Grenada is well represented in there. In that message, you and Vaughn. What was it like? What was it like doing a video?
It was cool. I mean, everybody was responsible for their own part. So they sent just instructions. They told you to go outside, perform your part in a beautiful spot on your island, and that's what I did.
All right, and then they just put it all together.
They put everything together.
Yeah.
So I think they did an okay job with that.
Oh, yeah. I certainly agree. Right, so this next video is actually one of my favorite videos. It's just such a fun video. My girl. I just thought it was such a fun video. Your costuming, your dance. I didn't know you were a dancer, Sabrina. You're a good dancer.
Well, thank you.
You're a good dancer.
Because I worked very hard on it. I'm not a dancer at all, but I met some lovely ladies, one unit, and they agreed to teach me some stuff. And we had a really, 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 really good time. It was fun, and it's just like a shout out to my Caribbean girls, my island ladies, and I always wanted to do something like that, and I'm very happy that I had the opportunity to.
So some of those girls are in the dance, in the video? Those are the girls in the...
The girls in the video are the one unit ladies. We had a brilliant 2 weeks working on the choreography and, some of the outfits and stuff. So it was just fun. It was like a little project.
My best part in the video, when I played it before, I always said it, is when you're fishing.
Yeah. we brought our own fish. And then
you brought your own fish.
Yes, we had a fishing assistant. I won't say who it is. I don't know if he wants his name up there like that, but he brought a bucket of fish. He caught it everything, put all the fish on the hooks, and then we put it in the water. And we were just like, and then one Dita said, "Pull!"
Everybody got a fish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Brilliant.
We shot for like 3 days, so we had to do 3 different things, and we shot for 3 days, and it was a lot of work, but it's the kind of work that when you finish, you feel really fulfilled. And I thought it was the perfect song, fun enough to release for International Women's Day in March.
Right.
So just everybody could, relate and feel a vibe. And the girls could feel good.
Exactly. Well, let's hear it. My Girl by Sabrina Francis and Friends. It looks like we're having some problems with the internet playing that video. So what I'll do, actually, I think I could play it from here. I should have it on my computer. Okay. So I'll play it from here. Sabrina, My Girl. I do have it. Yeah.
Good stuff.
My love.
Just dance and feel like somebody. Free up yourself for you. And we no wine to impress nobody. So no man, no boy, rush you up. You feel that bass, concentrate. And nothing better than self-love. Call your crew, staying up till morning. Free up yourself, your vibes alone. My love, save it for later. My love. Save it for later. My love, hear me. My girl from the islands. I see emotion, colorful as can be. Wind up, mommy. Come on now, wake up, fall in love again with someone from way back when music was your friend. Hello, you. I'll be your companion. Tonight's the night, been a long time coming.
Sabrina, that track is just
It's a
awesome.
vibe.
Yeah,
It
it's a
makes
real
me really
vibe.
happy.
It's a real
And I
vibe.
love listening to it, especially like I would listen to just the instrumental a lot of the times because so much is happening and it's Grenadian musicians
Right.
as well.
So
Keith
who's-
Jules on
yeah.
the bass,
Uh-huh.
and Jeremy Hector
On the guitar, yeah.
You're hearing it.
Yeah.
You're hearing it.
But
They're so awesome.
He's got a nice kind of African feel to that
Yes,
song somewhere.
that's the vibe that we wanted,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
a little mixture of South African feel and what we do in the Caribbean here. I quite like it. I hope you do too.
Yeah, I'm sure the listeners do. We must apologize to the TV viewers that you didn't get to see that video. I think we're having some buffering problems on the internet.
Yeah, but you could always check it out on
Yeah,
YouTube.
exactly. Always check it
Sabrina
out.
Francis, my girl.
Exactly. So Sabrina,
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of the guys, a lot of people are looking at this, and the guys are looking to. So is Sabrina available? Is Sabrina?
I was wondering
Is
where you were
Sabrina,
heading with that.
is Sabrina taken? Does Sabrina want to be reveal any of this, or is this private?
Well, you know, I'm generally a private person, but I could say that no, I'm not available, you know, at the moment.
Right, but
I am occupied.
you're occupied and you're available to your music. I mean,
I'm a yes.
Yes, you can.
We could share in the
in
music.
the music. There you go. There you go. Yeah. So we know about this one here. What about? I know you've done some touring and stuff. You want to tell us a little bit of where you've been, some of the places you've been, and
Yes.
what was that experience like?
Well, it was always a surreal experience because coming from Grenada, such a small island, you never know what is possible, you know, as a musician in Grenada. Because especially when I started off, the kind of music that I do, it wasn't like mainstream, so not a lot of people understood it or were able to appreciate it. But eventually, the people came around, and when I traveled, it was really an eye opener. You know, people could just sit and just enjoy music. You're singing and people crying in front of you.
Right.
It's really an amazing feeling. I think I was well received, and so we were able to go back almost on a yearly basis. We didn't go in 2020, for obvious reasons. But we were planning to tour France. We had a booking agent said he was booking shows and everything there in France, but we weren't able to do that. However, in 2021, later on in the year, I would like to go to the UK. So fingers crossed that, you know, things clear up a bit. People get whatever vaccinations they are able to, and we can get back to music, you know, because I miss performing live.
Course,
even though I do it at the Treehouse, it's still, you know, I'd like to do it overseas. Why not?
Exactly. And yeah, you know, I just say for all the artists out there, you know, listening to the program, just go out there and get your jab. Let's get this thing. Let's get this thing rolling again. You know, go out there, get it done. You know, and
people still do it on a small scale, and that's okay too. You know, you don't need everything to be grand, but I'd like to end the year in a grand form.
Nice. Yeah, I totally get that.
Yeah.
So that's that song. So I hope the other song I hope the other video plays. We'll come to that in a little while. So that takes us to your new track,
which is the highlight of this week for the Sabrina Francis team.
Right. So that is called Get Out There. Tell us about your new track, brand new track by Sabrina Francis. Get Out There.
Yes, it's a song that, well, it's a part of my bucket list, because on my bucket list I have a couple of other things that I'm working on for 2021, but a big part of that is really the consistent release of music regularly. So I promised myself that I would release one song every month for at least 6 to 10 months out of the year.
Okay.
And in January I did Million Moments, February I did No Way, March I did My Girl, and this month I did Get Out There. And Get Out There is a song about kind of how the state of the world isn't great. Life is kind of challenging, but you could make a difference. Small differences in people's lives by the smallest acts of kindness. You don't have to have this huge resources, and you don't have to send ships across the world if you are not able to. If you could just reach out and touch someone in the smallest way, it makes a difference, and it really just adds to balance the negative of the world.
So in that video, you actually are touching the touch.
Yes.
I noticed that in the video. So it could balance the negative in the world.
Yeah, small things, guys. You know, give a plate of food to a homeless person. You know, go to a shelter and talk to the ladies at the battered home. You know, just do little things that you can do wherever you are.
and it helps. It really does. I really believe that.
Of course, small things can make a huge difference.
I really believe that. Yeah, and there's a ripple effect. You know.
Well, what goes around does always comes around.
Exactly. Yeah. So that's what the song is about, and we did a video, very fun project. I'll just have you look at it and see, you know.
Okay, well, we'll try to get Master Control to play that one. If it doesn't work, then I have it on my computer. So
good.
I'll just play the audio. So Master Control, let's hear Sabrina's brand new track, Get Out There. Beautiful. Yeah. Who did the video for you?
Well, it's just the three of us. We have a small team. When I go up to the studio, I work with Dita Bakalta, keyboardist, and Yana Kanaga. She's kind of part of like our overall team. She's the person who makes sure we are where we're supposed to be on time and we do the things we're supposed to do on time. And she also was the producer of this video as well. So Dita did all the videography. She directed it, and I am the talent.
Yeah. Well, it certainly works out. It works perfectly.
I think so. I really like, especially the message, and there's like a little prayer in there that, you know, we're just asking God for guidance, peace, you know, while we sleep, and guide us as we do what we do when we get out there.
When did you write this song? You wrote it just recently, or you had it? It's one of those you had in the bag a little while? And
I wrote it last year. And we worked on it musically until early this year, and then we sent it off to mix. So I've had it a few months.
And you have enough songs to come with a song every month. I mean, you have enough ideas.
Yeah, we have. That's the thing, right? I'm kind of like a person who's very I don't want to say annoying, but I like to control things a lot, and it holds me back. So when I feel like things aren't perfect, it just doesn't go out, you know.
You hold it until you.
I hold it until I think it's
right.
perfect. But the thing is, months pass and it's never perfect, Sabrina. So when are you going to release these songs? So I kind of, as I said, I made a promise to myself that whatever it is, I'm just going to put it out so that there's constant thing, and I'm not just sitting on all of these songs because they're not 100% perfect.
So you are kind of a perfectionist then.
Yeah, in some ways, yes. Especially where my music is concerned, you know. Even with the videography and stuff, we haven't done a lot of this just because I just feel like probably we're not in the place, we don't have the right amount of money or the right team to do it, and I just think just do it.
Just do it.
You get better every time, and I think from the first video we did in January to now, we have really come, you know, leaps and bounds from where we started. So that makes me feel really good.
Right. And when it comes to videos, especially outside, Grenada is just so beautiful. Like, you can't go wrong with an outside video in Grenada.
You really can't.
You can't. It's just gorgeous.
You can't.
So that song. Oh, as you were talking about writing.
Yeah.
I know at some point I read that you had won I think John Lennon
a John Lennon songwriting competition. I hadn't won, but I was a finalist. And I earned a finalist prize. And yeah, that was a good thing. It was a song from my second album, I Feel, and it was the song I Feel. It's really like I was feeling real bad that day, and I just kind of pour out my feelings on people, and it turned into that song. And Dita applied to a couple of songwriting competitions. So there was the US songwriting competition. I was a semi-finalist in that, and then I was a finalist in the John Lennon songwriting competition.
Nice.
And that was a great feeling just because there's so many people all over the world, thousands and thousands of people who apply, and they selected Sabrina from the small island of Grenada to be a finalist in the category. So that was
represent. Yeah, congratulations.
It felt good.
Yeah, congratulations on that. No, I've got a little surprise for you.
You do?
Yeah, I've got a little surprise for you. I've got a song to play to the audience. I've played it before. I've played a video before by your guitarist.
Alicia
and Daniela D.
Wow.
Yeah, that is such a pretty little song, I find. It's called
She's a pretty little girl. It's amazing.
Lady Bird. Are you familiar with the song?
I am familiar with the song.
Tell us a little, who is Daniela D?
I don't know Daniela D very much. I think Alicia makes a lot of connections online, so I think that's where they met. And Alicia is very, she gets pulled towards just unique people. So I imagine that Daniela is that, and Alicia has like a very special way that she plays the guitar. It's not very, very complex, but there's just, as you said, there's a thing. So when she plays, it doesn't really matter what she plays, it just emotes, and I love it. So I'd love to hear that song.
So here we go. It is Lady Bird, Alicia L and Daniela D.
Beautiful it seems to
a pretty little song. Little lady bird on a purple flower, reminding me of my power. It's just real nice. That's special.
Yeah.
What do you?
I love it.
You love it.
I absolutely love
Nice,
it, and it's really, really good to see Alicia doing what she wants to do. You know, she wants to do music. You know, on her own, have her own style and her own expression, but it's a lot because it's very nerve-wracking to just put yourself out there like that for people to judge and hopefully enjoy. So I'm very, very, very proud of her because I know how much she had to overcome to put herself out there. Yeah.
Excellent. Sabrina, it's been an absolute joy.
It has
and
been.
Pleasure.
Thank you for having
to have
me.
you here. I mean, you're also a very open person, a very sharing and giving person. I remember earlier on when, of course, I work with Crave, and you had invited him on to be on your CD. You invited him on to take part in some of your shows. So I really appreciated that too.
Oh,
so yeah, thanks for giving, and I'm just giving back. You know?
Great. I feel good. That's what it is about. That's what it is about. So thanks again for having me.
Welcome.
I hope that people could go on to YouTube and just check out the new music that I've released. And there's, of course, a lot to come. We just spent hours a few days ago working on the next video idea. So look out for that.
Excellent. Hey, thanks again.
Thanks.
Take care.
Bye.
And I'm going to end, as you walk out, I'm going to put my favorite song by Sabrina Francis for you. You know what that is. I've told you this before. This is my favorite one.
Is that See That?
Why don't you see
that?
Yeah, that's my favorite.
They're saying God is gone. I wonder if he's back. I'm gonna call it.
Yeah, my favorite Sabrina Francis song. Why can't you see that? We've got another interview coming up shortly. Young guy on a new rhythm, and we'll be doing that in a little while. Let's hear Sabrina Francis. See That.
Why don't you see that? 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 I wish you'd see that. Whoa.
And of course, that's Jeremy Hector on the guitar there.
You like philosophy, hypotheses, and theorems, cause they keep you thinking that you know we can solve it all. I take my refuge in a book, I know that's funny to y'all, but if you do, you have to do me, and the rest is a ball. You don't have to convince me I am not the enemy. Why don't you see that? 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 Yeah.
Yeah, I love the vibe in that one. Kind of jazzy. Very nice track. Yeah, we've got another Grenadian artist in the house, in the studio. Young guy. I actually just met him this morning, but I've heard his music before and I love it. Love his voice. Last week we had a young gentleman called Pecklin in the studio talking about his new rhythm. And of course, that rhythm was called the Journey Rhythm. And one of the people, I should explain to people who don't know about rhythms, you know, what we do in music today is like you, the musician or the producer, we make an instrumental. So we make a track. And then what we do, it came out of Jamaican music actually. Whereas people in the old days, you know, you write a song and you write a music to it and that's the end of that. In these times, you make a rhythm. So like a musician, a producer makes a rhythm and we'll send it out to different artists to do something on it, to make a song on the rhythm. And of course, you get back. It's really interesting to me, you know, as a producer myself, the things that people are able, the different interpretations that people put to your rhythm. So you may send it out to 4 people and you get 4 different songs on the same instrumental. And, you know, some of them are like just so beautiful. And most times they're all very unique and all very beautiful. So to me, it gives the music more life, whereas in the past, that would have been just one song on that instrumental, on that piece of music. No, you have 4 songs on the same piece of music. So what we're going to do today, we have the two artists who are on this journey rhythm. So I'm going to try to find and play for you. Oh, I don't have an instrumental of that track. So I'll just go straight to the guy we have in the studio right here. His name is Jace. And his real name, he will tell you, but I know he's a Stafford. And once I heard Stafford, I said, are you from Carriacou? And he said yes. And he's also related to Skylark, who I know. Good morning to Carriacou. Good morning to Skylark. And your boy is here. Jace is here. Let me turn up his mic so he can talk. So, good morning. Welcome to Greenz Music to the World.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so tell us your real name.
My name is Jaheim Stafford. I live at River Road. And basically music has been somewhat of a piece to me throughout my life. I use music to do everything, basically. There isn't something I do that I don't use music in.
Wow. So music is there all the time.
Yeah.
It's like me too. Huh? My wife said me, I'm always just whistling. I'm always just going on some song. She gets kind of fed up of it all the time.
Yeah.
So I could relate. So where did you start singing though? How long ago did you start singing?
I started singing when I was like 5. On a Sunday, my auntie started this thing where she would put on music while she cleans. And I started falling in love with people like Luther Vandross.
Nice.
And I would come out when that one song comes on, like if I'm Michael Jackson, and just start dancing and singing. So that's where that came from.
You remember Luther? Well, which was your favorite Luther?
Never Too Much.
Never Too Much. Yeah. Nice. Give us a little piece.
Oh, my love. 1,000 kisses from you is never too much. I love that song.
Yeah. Good song. Luther, amazing. So, we're going to go straight into playing a little bit of your song on this rhythm, Journey Rhythm. It's called For Life. What is that about? What was the song about?
Well, at first the song was directed to someone, and then I just captured the, how should I say? Like what a relationship is supposed to be about, really. What I think love is supposed to be about. And I put it together down with words. There was one part of the song that wasn't completely finished because I didn't quite understand the rhythm, seeing as it's my first time writing a reggae song.
On a rhythm.
On a rhythm. So then we were in the studio and I was like, bro, just play the track. And started flowing, and that's how it really came about.
Yeah, so much young talent in Grenada, and you know it's really good to see you and Shauna McMayo, who I've also featured on this show, to hear you all on this rhythm, and we're going to be talking to Shauna as well. But it's great to see all this young talent. Grenada has so much talent, and what we do on this program is just showcase that talent to the rest of Grenada and to the world, really. So I'm going to start your track from the very beginning. It's called For Life by Jace. Let's see, right here, starting over. We go, Jace. Where are you? Right.
This one to be a special one, yeah. Let me sing that song, yeah. Let me sing that one, yeah. You fill my life in a way that makes me hold on. You held me inside and gave me faith in your love song. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel for you so deep I might drown. Cast in your line and pull me up where I'm down. True in time you will face this together, though you always say through the hard it gets better. And you and I, we can fight any weather, cause divided we fall, we are stronger together. Who finds our well finds our way, my love, so you better hold on to the one who's above. Keep strong cause the war goes on, we will fight till this war is done. Yes I wanna stay inside with you for life. Cause you make me feel alive. I wanna treat you right, so can you stay with me for life?
Big track, Jay. Big track for you. Look like a shy guy, man. You look so shy to be singing such a big track, man. Tell me, are you a little shy or not?
To be honest, I don't talk that much.
You don't talk that much, eh? Well, I'll make you talk today. So tell us the words. Tell us some of the words of this. Go to the words
Okay. Call my name and I'll be there. Love you to my deepest, no, you'll never see it there. Tender loving kindness is the purest love affair. I kind of used the Bible at that point, the fruits of the Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And then really I went on to be like, oh yes I will be there for you for life. So it's kind of, I'm making a promise that I will be there. And I feel like that's the way if you love your brother, you love your sister, your family, whomever, your significant other, that's the promise you should make to them. So yeah, it's kind of loyalty kind of.
Nice one, very deep, very nice, well thought out, beautiful.
I'ma treat you right, so would you stay with me for life? Breakups and the makeups, talking those stories, how we came up. We've been there through everything that's going on. Look, I'ma be real with you, I feel for you.
So where are you in your life now? What are you doing now? I mean, apart from your music, where are you in school? Are you?
Yes, I'm currently at TAMCC. Studying psychology.
Psychology?
And really, the psychology thing, it's more of something that, yes, I want to pursue, but the music is where my heart is.
Right, I hear you. You know, I find your voice sounds a little bit like Roach. Just a little bit. What do you think?
To be honest, I met him only when I went in the studio, and then I did the backup to his song.
His song?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, oh, yeah. So like, but then I never really told him. Yeah, I just started and I laughed at it, and then that was it.
Nice. So what has it have been? So this is your first major track.
Yeah.
What has been the feedback like from your friends and other people?
Honestly, the song, the amount of views on it right now, it's the leading on the album. It wouldn't have been anywhere near that if it wasn't for my friends. The love that I received from them was unreal.
Amazing, huh?
Yeah, it was amazing. They pushed the track from the time it dropped. They were there with me right through, and I really need to thank them for that, because that was amazing.
So, in all the songs on the rhythm, this is like one of the leading ones.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, actually. I'm not surprised. It's a really nice track. It really is a beautiful track.
Thank you.
And I'm sure Shauna is there too, in the making. So we're going to talk to Shauna next. But listen, before you leave, is there anything else you'd like to say to anyone? Shout out your family, friend, any particular friend, anybody? Go ahead. You got it.
Not really. I just want to thank my friend Peck over here for always believing with me in the music, and my West Point family. They were there with me from young, and they're really pushing me to achieve my dream and my goals. I'll also like to thank my family for always being there and pushing me in the music, and my friends. They are very instrumental in everything I do. So I want to thank them. And everybody.
Well, hey, remember, this is an open door for you anytime you want. Greenz Music to the World is here for established and upcoming artists. That's what we're all about. So good having you on this morning.
Thank you for having me once again.
I wanna treat you right.
And coming up on that magical chair is another one of our young artists. It's a young lady I introduced to you on this program. I think my very first Greenz to the Music program, I played your track. The one you did with my friend Hits, yeah. And I like that track a whole lot.
Thank you.
I like that track a whole lot. So Shauna McMail, so I guess when you live as long as me, when you hear certain last names, you kind of think of where they're from. So Stafford, I know, Carriacou, you know. But McMail, I thought was from Pedmata.
True.
Yeah. Are you from Pedmata?
I am from Pedmata.
Okay. Because somebody told me you're from Laborie.
Well, probably because my father is from Laborie, so probably that's why they thought I was from Laborie.
So where you live now, Laborie?
No, I live in Pedmata.
You live in Pedmata?
Been in Pedmata all my life.
Okay, so Shauna McMail from Pedmata. How old are you?
I'm 18.
You're 18?
Yeah.
And that first track you put up, what was it called again?
What If?
What If? Produced by Hits, Andrew Phillip.
Andrew Phillip, yeah.
Andrew Phillip. And how did that go for you?
What If?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it was the first ever song I ever released and the first video I ever released. So I wasn't expecting much, but what I was expecting, it surpassed that. And I'm very happy. I'm grateful for that because now a lot of people could see me on the street and they say, that's the girl that sang What If? And I watch your video and it's a very nice feeling. It's warm and it's very nice.
No, I didn't know there was a video. I'll go look it up. It's on YouTube, I take it.
Yeah.
So I'll look it up and we'll play it. I just played a song. I didn't know there was a video, so that's good to know. And did I ask you? You're 18. Are you in school with Jay?
Yeah.
Jace?
Yeah. All of us are in school together. We're in a TAMCC band together.
Oh, you're on a TAMCC band.
Yeah.
Is that like a school orchestra or just a regular?
Just a band.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what you do in the band?
Sing.
You sing. And do you all perform or anything, or just for school functions? Or?
Currently, it's just for the school functions and in the school. That is all. We're looking to venture out into different things. So.
Right. Excellent. When did you start singing though?
Well, I've been singing since like 6, 5. My father, I don't know, you know who is Japs?
Of course I know. I work with Japs. I know Japs really well.
So Japs is my uncle, and Peter Austin Shaggy is my father from Laborie. And they've been in bands since they were 15, 16 years old. So growing up, I was always told stories and I would always sing with my father and listen to music and learn songs with him. And it kind of, that's the reason I started singing, because of my father. And well, now I only decided to pursue singing professionally about 2 years ago. So from then to now, this is where I'm at, first ever release. Still growing, still developing, and hoping to do bigger, better things in the future.
Is it something you see, something you really want to do, something you really want to become a singer?
Yes.
I mean,
well, the point of What If was speaking about my decision to become a professional or do music full time. So it would speak about going the typical route or doing a 9-to-4 job, and then you'll see me speaking about pursuing your dreams. So the song was written about me, but it can be interpreted into any situation. As long as you want to go for your dreams, then you can listen to the song and be inspired.
All I need is the first step.
Yeah.
That's your line in that song. We'll take a little bit of What If, and then we'll come to your song On a Journey Rhythm, which is If Only, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's hear a little bit of What If, which was Shauna's first release.
To live without regret, to go for my dreams, to be proud of me. And I know with God's grace, I will find a way to get through the storms and trials I may face.
You want to sing along a little bit for us?
I'm destined to succeed. If I do
Oh, you can't? Right, you have.
I'll be disappointed.
Sorry, you don't have a headphone. I keep forgetting that.
You gotta lose the way, just as long as you don't give in. Go with the wind, yeah. That's why I can't give up the fight. No, I can't give up, that's right. Gotta keep pushing, 'cause I am about to win. No, I can't give up the fight. No, I can't give up, that's right. Gotta keep pushing.
Yes, I want to say good morning to my good buddy, Andrew Hits Phillip. Nice production on this one. And we're going to go right into your other track, which is the current one, On the Journey Rhythm. And it is called If Only, Shauna McMayo.
hopeless love. But in my dreams we rise above, ignoring our realistic bound.
You know, Grenada's in good hands. This whole production is like, 18-year-olds. Yeah? We started with Pecklin, producer, and then all the young singers coming up, and it's sounding real good, Sounding real nice track.
Thank you.
So, what inspired the track?
Well, I wanted to write a song about exploring possibilities out of reality. So, what can be done or imagined without being restricted by reality, relationship-wise. And I was happy to be able to finally write a love song, because I've been writing love songs since 9-10 years old. My father was always, you can't be writing love songs at this age. So now that I'm 18, I was happy to be able to give him the opportunity to release a love song.
I hear you. Yeah, you're at an age where you're entitled to write a love song now. Excellent. So your first published love song.
Yeah.
So what do you study at TAMCC?
Currently studying law, sociology, and English.
Law, sociology. Well, sociology is my field, so I appreciate anybody studying sociology. Excellent. Yes. So what can we expect from you next, my dear?
Well, I'm currently recording. Well, I have 2 recordings that has been sent to mix and master. I'm currently recording a new song. I'm trying to not restrict myself to one genre of music. I'm trying to explore different genres to see what works. So, by December, I should release about 2 or 3 more songs and keep the content coming.
Right, and different genres from what you say.
Yes. So, yeah.
Excellent. Well, listen, keep up the good works. I'm really, really impressed by everything I've heard from you guys. So both yourself and Jace here. And keep going. You guys, you have it. You got it already. So just keep it going.
Thank you.
And I will certainly be here to promote it for you. And Pecklin, keep it coming as well. Good to have you all today, and come back anytime you have a new release.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. Shauna McNeil. Will. From out of Pedmeter. Good morning to Pedmeter. Representing. Want to recognize in master control Timon Parrott. All this stuff is not done by just me alone. There's always you always need a team to do stuff like this. So Timon Parrott in master control, thank you. Lysandra Scott, Kevin Peterkin, DJ Blondie, thank you all. So we're going to go into a music mix from here. We're going to be switching studios over to Hot FM studio, and we're going to be going into the Greenz music mix. I have in the studio here, though, okay, so we're going to the music mix from here. We're taking you into, all the latest rhythms in Grenada in that mix.
Till the sunrise, we just tryna have a good time.
Peanut butter jelly, can I call you? Yeah.
Pull it up.
Yeah. Hey. Whoa. Peanut butter jelly, can I call
we'll be saying goodbye to the TV. And so we can get us on just the radio stations now, Classic and Hot FM. Goodbye to TV viewers.
Trying to get your vibe without this Netflix. All this on you must be hectic. Walking around Gucci purses, love your necklace. Switch it up.